All right, so if you guys could just explain to me, introduce yourselves and who you are, how long you've been here at Christ Lutheran, and how long have you two been friends?
I'm Forrest Stemke. I'm married to Kathy, and we have been attending here at Christ Lutheran since about 1997, although you would have to ask her for sure about the date. We're the parents of three adult children. We have 2.5 grandchildren at this point. I'm a social worker, and I work at Dear Neighbor Ministries.
And I'm Alan Wondra. My wife Karen and I joined the church about 11 years ago. We have two children, Jennifer and Aaron. Jennifer teaches school up in Great Bend. Aaron's in college. I'm the senior credit manager at Cargill Inc. downtown.
How would you describe the differences between you two?
You want to take a first shot at that?
I think the difference is how we approach particular issues, one of approach.
There's definitely a different way that Forrest and I look at problems in the world, problems in our community. But just because we have different views doesn't mean that one of us is right or one of us is wrong. We respect each other for our views, even though they are sometimes polar opposite.
There are many different ways of approaching and dealing with an issue, and I think one of the primary things is that you remember that we see Christ in everyone, that our intentions are good. The way of resolving problems may differ.
I had read some articles online from a gentleman by the name of Herbert Locklear, and he describes the 12 apostles, and there's about three different sets of them were polar opposites also, and how at times they would have hated each other before they met Christ, but as Christ brought them together, they became one, they became friends, and they walked and they served Christ.
So, how would you say your faith, or in particular this church, helps you overcome or reconcile those differences? You guys come from polar opposites, I would say, on the political spectrum for sure. How would you say that this church in particular helps you overcome that and helps you remain friends?
I think of this church as a community of people, of different thoughts and beliefs, that we all have things that we are dealing with. We're all sinners, and we are here to struggle together to find support with each other.
I agree. Even though you may approach a problem from a different direction, you're always going to end up hopefully working together to solve that same problem. That's one of the things about Forrest that I really like. There are times I walk away from a conversation going, where in the world did that come from, or why does he think that way? Yet I can still respect his approach, and I can still admire his approach. And one of the things that I first really drew me to Forrest as a friend was his work with Stephen Ministers, his compassion for people. There are things that he has in his life, the way he conducts his life, that at times I wish I was stronger at.
And one of the things that I've appreciate about Alan is his compassion as well. He has provided a great deal of support to many different people and families, and even though he works in a corporate world, his heart is in caring for neighbors.
Yeah. And in the end, friends don't have to be like each other. You draw strengths from each other, and it makes the friendship and the bond stronger. And it's been like I said, 11 years. I met Forrest pretty much early in the beginning of us coming to church here, and the way he conducts himself, the way he leads in our church, definitely was one of the things that made it very easy to become his friend.
Well, thank you both very much. You are both certainly treasures from God, and we're glad you're part of our congregation.